Tiny Sarah always found it difficult to pull her finger out of her mouth once she had placed it in there. Mother thought it must grow while swimming in baby saliva, enabling Tiny Sarah to wrench it from her rosebud mouth. It was rare to find Tiny Sarah's feet anything but dirt encrusted. She loved the vegetable garden and could often be found kicking pumpkins, mistaking them for toys. Mother couldn't afford a babysitter, although the rag and bone man would sit for the price of a bit of skirt steak twice weekly, when there were no bones for him. Mother was quite famous. She had a way with polishing brass. Like gold it shone did the railings of St. Stephanie's, the candlesticks blinding like the book of Revelations. Father Dmitri paid Mother more than any other shiner, on the condition Mother only polished his virtue. She never betrayed his wishes. She was a true woman of God.
"I'll be home when the lemon falls out of the chicken, Jimmy. I polish the Eucharist, the heart of God, today. I make it shine, and you will have some skirt steak when I be back."
"You go, Mother. I sing for Tiny Sarah today, and she won't suck her finger, and her finger won't grow when it swims inside her rosebud mouth."
Tiny Sarah liked Jimmy, and he let her kick pumpkins and play inside the cupboards. Jimmy pulled her out of the saucepan cupboard and sat her on his knee.
"Oh, my wee little thing, what a bundle of joy! There are no bones for me today, my wee thing, so I sit you on my knee and I sing to you, and your finger won't grow when it swims inside your rosebud mouth. I'm a rag and bone man, they give me their rags, they give me their bones, and I'll eat skirt steak till the devil comes home, for he taketh my rags, he taketh my bones, he'll not taketh my soul, for the devil doth fall." "Oh, now, my wee little thing, he'll not take yours."
Jimmy let Tiny Sarah down, whilst he filled his pipe with dragonweed. She scuttled off under the thinking chair and licked some words off the floor. Jimmy sat there in the dirty light, wrinkling his red salmon of a face with peals of laughter, watching murky green curls of smoke curling round the ceiling like curious green tongues. They leaped and darted with each puff, and Jimmy's face looked as though it would roll off his head. Tiny Sarah paid no mind to Jimmy. She was completely absorbed, licking the words that Mother had dropped when she was last in the thinking chair. These tongues of the air licked the chair and discovered Tiny Sarah. She didn't know they were there, too totally absorbed in feeding she was. They gathered up before her like luminous green dragons and spoke.
"Tiny Sarah, you now have many words, and we, the voices of the air, have more words for you to eat."
She looked up from her food, her face alive from what she'd already digested, and spoke.
"I have eaten many words, but still I have not found the right words I like. Do you have the right words for me to eat?"
These strange tongues danced upon the floor and spoke.
"We are the tongues of knowing, and there is something growing. In the deep there lays asleep a pumpkin bright and glowing."
Instantly the tongues disappeared, and Tiny Sarah looked to where Jimmy was sitting, but all that remained was the pipe. She crawled across the dirt floor and pushed open the door with her head. She had a strong head. It was full of words. She crawled through the puddles and over a stump, under the rag and bone man's cart, and through the vegetable garden, holding on to the tomatoes to prevent her from being blown away to kingdom come. Gusts of wind were blowing her about like a rag doll. She could see something glowing on the pumpkin vine, big and orange like the sun. Determinedly she went closer, as it pulsated with a blinding light. She lifted herself out of the dirt, as its fiery fingers beckoned her closer, and it said,
Pumpkins are better than toys, and you can eat them.
I have eaten many words, and those I know already.
With an almighty swing, she kicked the pumpkin.
Where am I? Oh, 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 where am I?
You are inside the pumpkin, Tiny Sarah. You are the pumpkin, Tiny Sarah. And Mother will make good soup from you.
Sarah, Sarah, where are you? Sarah, Jimmy, Sarah, Sarah, where are you? Where are you?
Sadness, lost fairy tale princess, killed on Prime TV. Diana the huntress, and on with the conquest, an ocean of flowers for the part you had to play.